the hot question, I think everybody kind of wanting to be entrepreneur. What are the first actionable steps for starting a company? Like if I'm literally at like idea stage, this is the name. What do I need to do legally to create my company?
Well, I mean, you can have a company as a sole proprietorship. So just by saying, I want to go into business, you're in business.
Mhm.
You can set up an entity. There's corporations, there's limited liability companies. And in that case, you need to file with the state to set up, because the state creates either your corporation or a limited liability company. Um, and then once you have the building, once you have the company set up, then you need to register with the Department of Taxation to do business in the state of New Jersey. So forming the entity and then registering the entity are the first two primary steps to setting up a business. If you have partners, then you want to make sure that you have either an operating agreement, if it's an LLC, um, setting out, what everyone's rights are, obligations are, in terms of management, in terms of uh, profits and losses, whatever the case may be. Um, and then probably, although it's more of a financial step than a legal step, you want to get a business plan. You want to have a plan that sets out what you do and where you see your company going, especially if you're going to get financing from a bank. The bank's going to insist on a business plan. So they have a sense of what you're thinking, where your business is, if it's a startup, what you're anticipating your business will be in 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now. Um, so those are the basic steps to setting up an entity or a business with an entity.
Those are the first legal steps. Facts.
Right.
And then
Absolutely.
you call us because you need a mission statement, a website, a deck. You know what I'm saying? The first things that you need
Absolutely.
to show other people, we need to design the business card. You know what I mean? All of that. We need a logo. There's so many things I think where people want to just like jump into business and think like, oh, like I have an idea. But then like you say, all right, well, we need to have an operating agreement. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do that. And you can get it all set up in like a month. And you know what I mean? It's not hard if you know how. But like figuring out all those steps for some people, especially when everyone around them isn't an entrepreneur, it's kind of hard to come by the information sometimes.
Absolutely. And part of it is you should get a good accountant. So again, part of the business plan is a budget. So, you're going to want to figure out what your expenses are going to be, marketing expenses, if you need to rent space, what the rent is going to be, so that, again, especially if you're going to go for financing, you have it laid out as to, what you're going to have to pay out in terms of expenses and what you hope to gain in revenues.
And then kind of like a side question to that, like how do you feel like kind of all of the we just kind of call them professionals work together or interact together like with the company, the lawyer, as well as the accountant and like whoever else might be involved in that group, like yeah.
Yeah. Now, I mean, obviously, it helps if all the professionals know each other and can work together. But the lawyer needs to be there. The accountant needs to be there. The banker needs to be there. The marketing people need to be there. Everyone's doing their own thing. All the pieces are coming together. Um, and at least from the legal standpoint, the lawyer obviously takes the lead on that. If you're going for financing, the lawyer will review the loan documents, um, and the accountant can help with the business plan and setting up the tax, uh, doing the taxes and whatnot. So yeah, those are the three primary: the banker, the lawyer, and the accountant. And I'll add the fourth for you guys, the marketing guys.
Hey, What you selling? You know
Some
what I'm
of
saying?
those
Who's how are they buying it?